Dear Mr. Larson, I was in the comic book section of my local grocery store when I came across a comic book called Body Count, with one of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on the cover. Curious, I started to look at it. I wish I hadn't. I never saw anything so violent, bloody, and gory in my life. That and the foul language made me feel like I had just walked into an R-rated film. For someone who saw the TMNT cartoons on television, this came as quite a shock. My shock quickly turned to anger. I can't understand the kind of thinking that would produce something like this. Only a very, very sick mind could come up with a gory mess like this. I can't imagine how anyone except someone who is equally sick could find this entertaining. I was particularly offended by how you boasted about improving the turtles and making them grow up. If extreme violence, gore, and buckets of flowing blood are your ideas of improving the turtles and making them grow up, you can keep them. I'll take cowabunga, dudes, and pizza any day. On top of everything else, the artwork was bad. Everything looked grotesque and dirty. There was not a hint of kindness anywhere. Or do you think that's only for wimps? I could do better artwork than this. Come to think of it, some 4th grade kids could probably do better. Mr. Larson, you should be ashamed of yourself for putting out these comic books. It's a travesty that you've done this to the turtles. At the very least, place a label which says recommended for adults only on these comic books. I could only imagine what small children who love the TMNT cartoons would think if they picked this thing up and started to read it. Sincerely, John. Thanks, John. Those were certainly some thoughts. And the complete opposite of what I have, because the people who don't like this hate it for the reasons I love it. It's grotesque and ugly and disgusting. It's Simon Bisley, of course it is. Someone wrote on this cover. That sucks. It's still a great cover, though. You could see Simon Bisley coming in with his own interpretation. The turtle shell is a strap-on. Whoa! This was edited to have 2 toes. Originally, he had 4 toes, and Kevin Eastman didn't like that. Whoa, they changed it. Hold on. I'm looking in the collection, which I will discuss later. Where's the... Oh, here we go. The 4 toes. 2 toes. That's censorship. I never noticed that before. So, this is the last turtle comic Kevin Eastman did for quite a while, and it is a big send-off with Simon Bisley, and it is brutally violent and nasty in all the best ways. I love Bisley's, really gross faces. This is nasty. It's excellent. Awesome kinetic energy all the way through. This began after a marathon of John Woo movies, and they wanted to do something in that vein. They wanted a long-running shootout comic. The shooting hasn't started yet, but even in the beginning, a body count is happening. I love the piles of bodies. There's this man. He's lost his life in this brawl. He's probably an innocent man looking to escape his problems, and he did, ultimately. This began as Casey Jones and Raphael at Mirage, and then Eric Larson helped bring it over to Image, where it was completed. And in this series, it's not mostly Casey and Raphael, it's Midnight and Johnny Woo Woo. Now, I don't particularly care for these characters. What I do care for, however, is the artwork and the gore and viscera. I think about this comic all the time. It is such a strange landmark that is often forgotten and hated a little bit, wrongfully. Look at this. Look at that fucking body. Look at this guy's tongue out. This comic is dope. That's why it's here. Oh, jeez. I love the faces that are kind of expressionless as they die. It makes it all the more surreal. There's so much to look at. It's like a look and find book. A plot is happening. You can ignore that if you wish, because this comic has certain things to offer that are fantastic. The plot is not one of them, but the art. I love the Raphael in this comic. He's gnarly. Consistently. Look at that. Is that not dope? Oh. I love when he's in shadow. I love his underbite. This is one of my favorite panels, where he spits a tooth out. Oh my god, I'm in love with this comic. I love this. I love Simon Bisley. And Simon Bisley here is working off the thumbnails and layouts that Kevin Eastman did. You could take a look at a lot of them in the Turtles art biography. This is a very cool book. Let's see. Here we go. Some body count. Notably, the violence happens off screen in Eastman's layouts, but Bisley brings it all out in disgusting detail. And we don't want it any other way, do we, fellas? Right, John? That's issue 1. We keep going now with number 2. Crazy cover, crazy car, crazy arms. Raphael racking up a body count. This is another one of my favorites. Raphael sitting there all jacked up, feeding some birds. He's such a sweetheart. He's my favorite turtle. Just saying. And we get some more gruesome Raphael depictions that I love. Oh, here he says a forbidden word. Oh, here's the tired duck joke, where Casey replies, "Duck? Where? Ha ha! That's so funny. He's such a himbo." Oh, look at this. I didn't start counting flying eyeballs in the last issue. Keep a lookout for those. There are quite a few in this. His teeth are, well, a lot of him is viscerated. Look at, oh, Jesus. I love to think about Johnny, little Johnny, getting this for his birthday or Christmas because he loves the Turtles cartoon. Here's some more plot, people. Just ignore them. Look at that shitty-ass toilet. And here they have a bag full of guns, which will be very useful, because here is where the gun battle begins. This is just... a lot of the explosions look like lava. There's some cool car stuff coming up, too. This poor sap. Give me one of those stupid things. And here begins Raph's thirst for blood. Nice skeleton at the side of the road. Death cigarettes. Oh, here's some plot. Club dead. Some gnarly faces. More action. Look at I love the crazy characters Bisley puts in. There'll be even more crazy characters later, but he fills out the pages with whatever the fuck he wants. I love this joke. Did we get him? Nope. It's copied again. I keep shooting. We get a cliffhanger with a grenade being thrown. Lots of Larson ads in here for Savage Dragon. Max. Body Count 3 with some massive boobahs on the cover. Those are pretty gnarly. Another aspect of these I love is how Eastman this is. Because throughout the Turtles, there is a difference in sensibilities between Peter Laird and Kevin Eastman. And in the commentary on the Ultimate Collection books, Laird commenting on Eastman stuff is like, this isn't my thing, I don't really like this. And this is so far Eastman. This is... I wonder if Laird even bothered to read this. I think maybe he said he didn't. I don't remember. This was offensive to many. Yes, we get a bunch of Raphael stuff here. I wish there was a lot more, but it's mostly Midnight and Johnny Boo Boo. But we get some crazy Raph here. Sometimes he's missing his shell, like here. Whatever. I see a lot of people stickling for continuity errors in this, but it's like, this is a fucking Bisley comic. It doesn't fucking matter. I love all this. I love it when he's in deep shadow. I like that his head is silhouetted here. Oh. This should be like blood and brain matter, but it's like lava again. It was Kevin Eastman on coloring. So, Kevin, if you could go back like 20 years, can you make that bloody and not lava? Unless it's like an explosive round or something. I don't know. Look at that. Lots of cool spreads. You could make out a bit of the exploding helicopter there. Look at this crazy munchkin. His overbite. Oh, there's an eyeball. This is the crazy stuff I love in Bisley backgrounds. Some plots. Some more plots. Oh! I fucking love this car. I lose my shit when I see it. The cartooning. It even has angry eyes. Oh! The sun has a face. The sun has a face. The car has an angry face here too. But those wheels. This is... I love it. Fode. Oh my goodness! Jesus. It's vile. Oh, this is dope. There's another eye flying out. Look at that. Now we get to the best issue. He's all decked out. Here is where Raph goes a little insane with the guns. There's so much good art here. He's one of my favorites. Love this gun shit. He fucking eviscerates this man. This is magic. That big ass puncture. Cover me, would ya? Heh. And he's shooting through his chest cavity and his back. Another eyeball. Jesus! Look how far out that thing is. Oh my god. Oh my god. Some Bisleyisms here. He doesn't give a fuck anymore. That's the best. Look at these men. Look at his eye, just like... Oh, and then Casey gets shot, and since we know Casey's gonna live, they really pump up the melodrama. And, Raph and Casey are out of the picture for a while, sadly. And then we get some Midnight. This is an Image comic, isn't it? That's just what they look like. These fucking gremlins. Oh, here is some incredible composition and posing. Lots of cool stuff here. This one's striking, I think, and then pulling up and you can't see her eyes anymore. Her bloody mouth and the sword glinting. Really cool. Raph is still crying. And Casey's alive. His Gretzky hockey puck stopped the bullet. Yay! It's revealed that they were brother and sister. Wow. And then Raph gives a speech. Guns. I've seen their beauty and their ugliness. Death. This bloodbath is not the answer, Martin. Is this your change? Thanks, bro. Raph. My man, you've been sent with some words to guide us. You shall be heard, Dongmen, go, as we all shall to meet later under other terms. Guns are bad. Oh. Look at these fellas. Here's an elephant guy. A monkey with a leprechaun hat with a little rabbit in it. A cherub. And wrapping up. Oh, look at that little face. He wants a hot dog. Look at his fucking tongue. Jeez. And then we end on this. Hitchhiking and a little man walks by. If you're interested, this is where the John letter is from. The back of this. And that's that for those. But I want to talk a little bit about the reprint real quick. The collection. The issues are very hard to come by. This came out and is now out of print again. So this won't be easy to get either. However, I did want to talk about it in case you were thinking about it. There are differences in here. Like, first off, the entire covers aren't collected. Like, this is... Oh, you could see his 4 toes. The full cover is reproduced but small. I like full reproduced covers. This doesn't have all of them. Another strange thing is the gutters are all black now. And that makes me not want to touch them, especially this is glossy paper and I smudge it. I smudge it all. This also leads to some problems because, like, open panels are, like, boxed in and shit. And some, like, details outside panels are lost. I want to get to the spread. This does not take advantage of being a hardcover. The ribbon is glued down in there. So there's a lot of gutter loss compared to the issues which have none. It holds wide open, like this. Also, some of it's cut off at both ends. This also boasted a new color job, but it looks the same. It looks like the same job, but maybe some different contrast and hue stuff, saturation. At this point, it gets very blurry. The reproduction is very poor. If it doesn't turn up on the camera, just take my word for it that it does get very blurry. The issues are not consistently clearer. It's kind of a mix and match, but mostly, like this section in particular, is very blurry and dark. Here, I don't know what the fuck happened. I want to show you an example of some boxing in. So, like, here's an open panel, but adding the black, it boxes it in. It's a very strange thing to do. I don't know why they did that. Maybe it makes it look edgier. Here's an open panel. It's boxed in. Some of the lettering is covered up. Oh, and see how Johnny Woo Woo's shadow comes down here too? His silhouette, it's lost here, that little detail. And just a lot of the composition and spacing of the panels is... I just like it like this. I just like it like that. You may not care, but there's like some stuff here and here, some pebbles. It's kind of really lost. I don't expect anyone to be like, oh no, not those. But I just think it was a poor idea. I think it's a poor choice. There's a little blood there that's lost. Some little things, some droplets. I like this. It's what I like. Just showing you. Oh. Anyway, there's some bonus stuff back here. Doodles and ideas for this started in this Casey book. Some preliminary character design that Bisley did not use. Some layout versus Bisley's finished work. You could really look at what he changed, what he added, what he moved around. I like that sort of thing. There's quite a bit of that, and here is like the reproduction of the covers. Tiny. I want them big. There's that one there. That one. There's a few, but it's not complete. Anyway. Body count is fucking dope. I love it. I hope you do too. Have a great fucking day, my friends. Woohoo!